talk about the Astroworld thing?
So here's the thing about that. I don't know who Travis Scott is.
I didn't either, but I learned when I saw the story. He's a really bad rapper. Like, the music is like, granted, the only experience I have with his music is watching clips of him still singing as people are dying in his crowd, but it is bad. It's so auto-tuned.
Oh, come on, you're getting the worst of Travis Scott. Maybe this guy's a real musician.
No, seems like a piece of shit.
I mean, those people, what I hear, people are dying to watch him play.
Literally, yeah. I think you're right. At least nine people have died. A 9-year-old kid died, I think, yesterday or today. Zach was telling me before the show, which, like, I was wondering, like, who the fuck brings a child to one of these concerts? And then I learned that Travis Scott has his own Fortnite skin and character. And so it's like, yeah, this guy was clearly marketed to children. There's no getting around that. But, like, the most disturbing thing from this whole Astroworld shit.
Hey, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt.
Yeah.
PayPal says you have received $1 from Matthew Woodworth.
Resistance-less.
Woodworth always pays his debts.
I love it.
But anyway, there's this really fucked up video that we can't show it, obviously, but this guy, Travis Scott, is up on a cherry picker. You know how, artists will do, they get up there and it's like a surprising thing. I saw a Coldplay in like 2007 and like they stopped the show and then they magically like started playing again like 10 feet in front of us, like in the middle of the group. Like they did all that. It was neat. But this guy's up on a cherry picker. There are huge crowds of people falling on each other, collapsing. A big reason for this is that they were sold out apparently. And he like tweeted like, we're still letting the wild ones in. And there are videos of thousands of people storming past security, just running into the concert before it even started. First of all, any of those people could have guns. They could have anything. You don't allow a concert after that's happened. There was a crowd collapse in that video where all these people are running in, and because it's in a straight line, for the most part, and you're just running into it, there's like a huge pile up. And you could hear people like, and then they get pulled out and they keep going. But the real fucked up shit was at the concert. It's already been going awry for many, many minutes. People have drawn attention to him and his guys, the cameraman. A woman and a guy got up on the stage and were trying to shut it down. They were crowd members like, hey, people are dying out there. Stop the show. Stop the show. People are dying. They didn't do it. They didn't care. 2 people from Travis's own kind of like posse or his team come out to him, say something to him in the middle of the show, ostensibly about how we should probably shut this down. And he says, I want to feel the ground shake as all this,
That's my favorite line.
This stuff is happening. But there's a really upsetting video where it's like the aftermath of a crowd crush and people are still injured, very, very hurt. And 2 workers there are carrying out this guy who has both of his legs clearly like shattered. Yikes. And he's dead. It's a dead body. They're carrying a dead body out, and this person's filming it and filming up at Travis Scott. And he's staring directly at the body being carried away at his show and singing through auto-tune going, yeah, yeah. It's so fucked up and upsetting. And for them to come out afterward and be like, oh, we didn't even know. No, you fucking knew, bitch. You knew. All right. A million artists have shut down shows for way, way less than that. At the level of the Adele has shut down shows and been like, there's someone in trouble right there. Do you think there was a mishmash of 200 people or 20 people being crushed at the Adele show? No, it was one person who fell and she shuts it down immediately. The guys from fucking Five for Fighting, the guys from the Foo Fighters, everyone does this. This guy watched it happen.
I saw Tim McGraw threaten to kick a guy's ass once.
I'm sure it's like a norm for these
performers.
Stop
touching that woman. Get your hands off her.
But yeah,
come down and whoop your ass. And the whole crowd's like, yeah. and meanwhile, it's like, do you really want to be the guy who just randomly sexually assaulted a woman at the front row of a concert, and now Tim McGraw just threatened you to whip your ass in front of 15,000 good old boys who are all his fans, who are wearing the same gang uniform those guys from the Yellowstone wear. They're all dressed in that
Tim McGraw seems like a pretty good guy based on that. This guy, Travis Scott, seems like an absolute garbage piece of shit.
Tim McGraw was at a concert once. I want to say maybe Faith Hill was there. Faith Hill's his wife. If you don't know, they're both very big country music artists. They were two of the biggest, like in their prime in the '90s, and they're married. And but I remember he had one of those stages where there's the, you know what a stage looks like, but there's that pier that kind of comes out into the crowd in some instances, so they can kind of walk out and be completely surrounded by the crowd. And he was kind of leaned down or something, and a woman from the crowd, I don't remember what she did to him. She grabbed him in a sexual way, though. She groped him. I think that's accurate. And he slapped the shit out of her. It was beautiful. It was like, Tim McGraw slap a bitch. He's not playing any games.
You can we cannot watch this on the show, but you guys, while I'm talking about it, you can watch it briefly for the next 22 seconds with volume. It's called Travis Scott Sings as he watches security carry away one of his fans' lifeless body. It's got 53,000 views. So watch this with the sound and confirm for me and apparently everybody else on the internet other than his hardcore fans that he is absolutely looking at this guy as he's dead, dying, being carried off, singing into the mic.
He is. When you first described that, I pictured him, I don't know why, like 400 feet in the air. And it's like, well, you don't know like what he could see and what he couldn't. That dude is like 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Like he is not unable to see that dead body.
He's
that
watching
dead body. He's
You guys know
watching
what
the
people are
dead
saying,
body.
right?
What?
So I think you both are like, damn, this Travis Scott guy, real piece of shit. The internet has taken a different view of this.
Go on.
There's something fishy here. This Travis Scott guy is into demonic forces. He was doing a ritual. There are a lot. Look at the comments of that video right there. There are a lot of people who believe that Travis Scott.
I read all about that. That was like taking that was like staring into the abyss and feeling the abyss staring back into me. Where like it wasn't enough to be like, yeah, this guy's an absolute garbage person who watched people die, who encouraged people to break in and make this more dangerous for people who bought tickets. But people going like, there were 8 flames on the stage and 8 people died. There are 9 now. Shut up. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
But it was creepy.
And the tunnel was meant to make people feel like they were in hell. And it said, see you on the other side. He clearly meant to say, see you on the other side, dead person. And it's like, no, that you don't need to go a million miles just to achieve your point. I don't think he's like worshiping the devil.
I prefer it if he is. I think what I wonder is like,
it'd be funny if it
what's
came
going
out
to happen to him. I wonder how culpable he is for all of this. I'm imagining
a little background thing for you, Kyle, before you go into it. He also got in trouble for encouraging a fan to jump off of a really high bit of scaffolding in a 2017 show, screaming for him to do it. The guy did it. He's paralyzed. He's encouraged people to rage. He like, one of his things is like, I want wild people there. I want them like, and it's not like moshing like at a metal concert where like someone falls and like some guy in a Harley Davidson jacket goes like, get that lady up. Like, no, it's like people trying to harm each other, it seems like, in some of these raging incidents.
Well, you know what? I would avoid those concerts as a intelligent human being the same way I avoid a lot of dangerous scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how I feel about people who chose to do an extreme activity.
This leads to my next topic.
Yeah. I mean, if anything ever happens to Woody, we're all going to feel bad. But it's like we're going to look at each other and shrug and be like, I mean, how many times did we talk about this?
Do you think that I think that Travis Scott is in himself culpable for a lot of this because of what he curated, what he encouraged, telling thousands of people to break in, like as if that's not dangerous enough, like just to be edgy, just to be wild. So like, yeah, he clearly is culpable for this. He immediately refunded all 50,000 people who paid for it because he knows that's going to be a thing. Like, what venues are going to let this guy play?
Oh, I would want him so bad. I would definitely want him at my venue. If it's insured, who fucking cares? Yeah. Because
what are the insurance rates going to be for the guy who had 9 people die at a show?
I mean, get a quote. Let's find out because I bet it's going to be fucking sold out. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, let's fucking find out. Do we need to like? I mean, I get it's merch involved. Do we need to take another percentage of that? Like, but we can get a Travis Scott concert. I'd have a Travis Scott concert. Look, if you go, you know what you're getting into. You know what you're getting into when you
don't
go there.
Really, because like apparently he appeals to like people in their teens, early 20s. they buy a ticket, and then thousands of people rush in. It's overcrowded. Crowd management's horrible. There's this one video of this black guy who was at the show, and he's like telling his experience, and he's like, I don't think he's acting. He seems legit torn up about it. He's like, I was down there, and I don't want to exaggerate, but it felt like I was in hell. Like, you're moving, there's a writhing mass of bodies, you can't lift your arms, you can't move, like you're like pushing out so you can get your lungs to expand enough. You're breathing the hot air of other people's exhales, and meanwhile people are screaming and no one's stopping. Like, there's the clip where all those people are fucking knocked down, and then everybody's like, stop this show, and Travis Scott's like, all right, next song is like, are you kidding me, dude?
Now we're gonna do a song I call Yeah.
Yeah, I call it Yeah. Bring out that guy and marionette him around for me. I get off to dead people. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. A 9-year-old died.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. The tweet's interesting too. It seems like I don't know. It seems like it should be on the security, right? It seems like it was their job to make sure that like people didn't come in. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. I think he's more likely to be in trouble in some sort of civil suit than he is to be charged with something.
Sure. Yeah, that
because he's culpable, but I don't know if he's guilty of anything. He's culpable of a lot. I don't know if he's guilty of anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I mean, he's guilty in a moral sense of intentionally creating a situation in which people are likely to be harmed.
What was that word?
That? What?
The M one.
I don't know.
Oh.
Moral?
Yeah,
what?
Moral. Oh,
like a mural?
Yeah, like ethics.
Like a mural?
You know how ethics work, you fucking psychopath.
No, he's in trouble. He's in trouble though, one way or the other. Yeah. And I can't believe he didn't stop it. It almost seems like he gets off on seeing people get fucked up. Give him the benefit of the doubt, though. It's not like he's got an EKG machine up there in that cherry picker. He didn't know the guy was dead. And for all he knows, the guy's unconscious or something. They weren't like, he's dead.
He did give a quote. Let me try and find it, where he said that he likes seeing blood at his shows.
All right. I mean, I don't like that tweet.
It's hard to defend that one in the context
That's what you
of this
call
conversation.
That's what you call a bad tweet.
What is it? Is it this one? Yeah. He said he talks about his desire to see bodies / blood when he's performing, but not his, obviously. So someone else.
He never crowd surfs.
He seems like a fucking ghoul. Oh no, he did crowd surf. He crowd surfed. You know when he did stop a show? He stopped a show when he was crowd surfing and he lost one of his shoes, and he told the crowd to beat up the guy who had his shoe. He stopped the entire show then for the shoe, but not for this. So this guy is garbage. He's
Somebody
a piece
pulled
of
his
shit.
shoe off.
Yeah, or they didn't. It's fucking crowd surfing. You don't know it.
I bet I guarantee.
I bet someone did pull his shoe off.
Because I was watching. I don't want to shift topics.
Sick people on them.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. 9 people you say are dead now. Do we?
Yeah.
You don't know the ages roughly. Were there any children or
it
old
was
people?
Yeah. The youngest was 9 to 27. I think were the ages at last count. And like watching the videos, it seems remarkable that only 9 people died.
Did you hear
I want to know where the
guys
9-year-old's
died
parent
saving
is.
his fiance?
Oh.
Yeah, I did hear about that. That's horrible.
Yeah, but
That
it's
was a
also
mistake.
literal hero shit. Like
I bet she wanted to go to the show.
She's a little beaten and bruised up, but I guess he was successful in that he saved her.
Oh, that's so sad.
Well, good for her.
I would be like, you wanted to come to this fucking retarded show, and we're both dying.
It depends how well I know her. I may use her as a boogie board by the end of my escape.
Those metal bars at the front of the concert thing, like, you know how usually they pan across those with a camera and everybody's going, whoa, yeah, we're having a great time. Every single person is like, like they can't breathe. No, it's like a slatted iron thing, and it's the metal comes up to about, like, if you're one of our heights, probably about your sternum, but for a woman that's very high.
So you could jump it in theory.
but not with that amount of pressure. Like they showed the bouncers trying to pull one guy out, 2 huge bouncers trying to pull one dude out from the very front. And it was like he was so pinched, it took them 5 minutes to get this one dude out.
Fuck.
And they're like probably breaking his shins as they're pulling him over the thing because of the amount of pressure being exerted.
First, Jesus.
No, I'm saying like by the time they pulled him up that far and his shins are in front of that top bar, it's getting hammered.
Oh man, look, this thing is hitting me kind of weird, right? Because I hate outdoor music concerts.
I don't like concerts
and indoor ones as well. Music festivals. Look, I love music. I love it. I've got good taste in music. I mean, everybody loves my playlists. They're great, but I have so little. One of my least favorite things in the world, aside from the beach, is I just remember being taken to this outdoor music festival concert nonsense one time and standing in the heat under the sun in a crowd of people with no weed and no alcohol and just listening to someone play over bad speakers a song I'd never heard before that was just passable at best. Standing, I've already been standing 3 or 4 fucking hours. I had to walk 2 miles to get here because you got to park so far away. And I'm just like, is this hell? Is this hell right now? Like is this it? I hate it. So when I hear that some parent sent their 9-year-old to a Travis Scott concert and then
no, the parent went with them.
The parent didn't die though.
The parent didn't die. He was using a little tactical shielding, I think.
Yeah, kids makes a hell of a shield. You don't
Not
want to
for
hit
long.
Wow.
Yeah, but it is
Fuck.
wild. Like there's it got me into like a Wikipedia internet research of crowd crushing events and stuff like that. There was some horrible one in England, not in recent history, 20 years ago or so, where 97 people died being crushed up against a fence.
Football game.
It was either that or some kind of race. I think it was it was a football game. You're right. Yeah, it's insane. It is insane that and then I saw people hating on it online because CNN or some news source posted a video about it being watch the moment Travis Scott stops the concert because of injured fans, and it's and everyone's disliking, are you retarded? You stopped the video right before he said, nah, fuck that, I want to feel the ground shake. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
they cut it right before.
Narrative.
Yeah, they were oh, he slowed down, and then
what were they thinking?
No, I want to feel the ground shake. There's people. There's an ambulance. You can see it in the crowd. It's trying to drive through, and he's encouraging fans, going, "What the fuck is that?" Nah, whatever. Next song, and his fans are jumping up and down on the little ambulance. The ambulance people are screaming in videos, "Stop! We're trying to get out!" It is beyond fucked. So it feels like the kind of thing where they'll make new rules about concerts, but also the kind of thing where, no, we already have all these rules. It's because this person didn't follow. You know how fucking, I don't know, U2 is able to have concerts with, or you know how Metallica can have a concert with
because all their fans are over
5 times
40.
as many people. Yeah, that's true. Or why Metallica could have a concert with 5 times as many people in 1987. Well, because they were following things like regulations and rules and crowd structuring and all that. It's sad. People showed up there thinking they were going to watch horrible music for an exorbitant fee, and they died.
They just wanted to be ripped off.
Just